We receive miracle. Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to Faith in the Mornings. Something good is going to happen to you today, so expect miracles. Faith in the Morning exists to help you start your day with faith and encouragement, and that's exactly what's going to happen today. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify under Faith in the Morning with Kerrick Butler, or subscribe to our YouTube channels at Faith Christian Center or Kerrick Butler, and you'll be able to receive encouragement on those platforms. So let's go to Psalm chapter 1 today. Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. It says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night." He, who's the he? The person who's not walking in the counsel of the ungodly, or standing in the path of sinners, nor sitting in the seat of the scornful. What is it? He's not living the way the world lives, and thinking the way the world thinks, and acting the way the world acts. It says his delight is in the law of the Lord, so the word of God. And in his law, he meditates day and night. So what it means, he thinks about it. He thinks about how to apply it on his life. This word also means he talks about it. He confesses it. He speaks it. He's doing his best to live the word of God. This person who's meditating on the word and deciding to live the word and not live like the world shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. So he is planted, his roots grow deep, and is receiving nutrients from the river. And notice what happens. That brings fruit in its season. If you're watching online and you can put it in the chat, say season. Or if you're just listening, say season. It says he brings forth fruit in his season. And guess what happens? His leaf shall not wither. And whatever he does shall prosper. If this person is planted, they bring forth fruit in their season. Their leaves do not wither. And notice, whatever they do will prosper. There is a benefit to being planted. There's a benefit to meditating the word of God and being planted in the things of God and the house of God and the ways of God. Notice what it says in the next verse, the ungodly are not so, but they're like chaff which the wind drives away. So in a light breeze, they blow away. With a light change of culture, they blow away. That can't be you if you want to bring forth fruit in your season, if you don't want to wither, if you want to be the person that whatever you do prospers. The key is not thinking and living and acting like the world, but thinking on the word of God, applying the word of God, speaking the word of God, and living the word of God on a consistent basis so that you become rooted. And I'll close with this, Psalms 92, 12 through 14. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bear fruit in old age. They shall be fresh and flourishing." You can bear fruit your entire life. But the key is to be planted, and the key is to know the season. So just because it may be a season, well, it seems like I'm not bearing a lot of fruit, don't be discouraged. Make sure that you're planted. Make sure that you're receiving the nutrients from the word of God, that you're in the word of God. That's how you won't wither. And even if you're not producing on the level that you want to, you said, man, I have this dream in my heart. It hasn't come to pass yet. You don't quit on that, because you know you will bear fruit in your season. And in the meantime, everything you do will prosper. That's every area of your life. So expect to prosper in every area of your life today, but make sure you're thinking like the word says to think, you're talking like the word says to talk, you're living like the word tells you to live, and you will experience the promises of the psalm. Remember, something good is going to happen to you today, so expect miracles. God bless.